Hi YouTube. Well, I have often spoken about a video I have on my channel called Nibiru Cloaked with Chemtrails, and I have been told by people that they cannot see it because it doesn't work, the link. I went into my upload list and I found out that that video is blocked worldwide. And that is a little strange, but it might explain what I'm going to show you here in a moment. So let's see how long it lasts on YouTube and how long the powers that be wants this video to be shown to anybody. But in this video, it's from 2011 or 12, I believe, and it's been up for a very long time. It started out being marked as matched third-party content, and now it's been blocked worldwide for anyone to view. So what I did was I went into my video editing program and cut that piece out where I'm describing how they can cloak or hide any color, anything there is on the sky that is not to be seen with the human eye. Whatever animals can see, that's a different matter. It doesn't really matter. They ain't gonna come and tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, look up there, there's a round object, or look up there, that's a giant spaceship, or whatever. They ain't gonna do that. They're just gonna observe it and think that's weird, and then they're gonna go over and eat some more grass, I believe. But again, this picture here I took in the early morning around 8 a.m. in October, mid-October, I think it was the 17th of 2015, going on US 75, Sherman, Texas, going south towards Dallas. And I am shooting a lot of pictures because I think it's funny how the clouds were changing color all the time. They went back and forward, back and forward, back and forward to be illuminated orange or dark gray lines, and that kept swinging back and forward, and I thought that was really strange because that's not normal. They shouldn't do that. I mean, the whole sky, as you see in this picture alone, you see this reddish or yellowish color. These clouds that is sitting here should also bear a tint of discoloration, because this color is being produced because the sun is low on the horizon. I mean, if you could imagine a ball, and outside that ball you're making a circle. Let's just say you're making a 1-inch circle, and then you are putting another circle outside, and that is supposedly to be our atmosphere before space. So when the sunlight hits the atmosphere, when it's low on the horizon, it is penetrating a larger amount of atmosphere, and when it does that, there is an effect going on in the atmosphere and with the sunlight that is turning the light into reddish, orange, yellow, and until the sun in the end should stay on yellow, which is not doing anymore, but now it's going white hot and unbearable to look at. And the higher up the sun is on the sky, the more bluish the sky becomes, and of course the clouds turns white. So the reason for why the clouds are having this hue of reddish and orange colors, also yellow, is because the sun is penetrating through a bigger portion of the atmosphere. Light is broken down by that in its spectrum. So over here to the left we have this illuminated body that I must say I'm a little disappointed that Gil Broussard chose to call this a sundog, because it is not a sundog. There will be a sundog picture in the end of the video just to describe to you or show to you this is what a sundog looks like. This is not a sundog. This is a complete different view of what I'm showing. You can clearly see that this object is spherical. There's even idiots out on YouTube that claims that this is the moon. Now, listen carefully, class. When you have the sun here, and you have the moon here, it cannot possibly, and I repeat, it cannot possibly be full moon. And this object here appears to be full moon. Why is that? Because when you have the sun and the moon on the same side of each other, we are talking new moon. Okay, either ascending or descending. So it will never ever ever be able to have this outlook, the moon, because they're on the exact same side of the earth. You get me now? So don't come and postulate it's the moon. That just makes you look stupid, honestly. But you can clearly see that this illuminated body is spherical. You can clearly see that this object is not a reflection, because you see, let's just go all the way until it starts getting grainy. You can still see it. You can see that the chemtrail clouds is hiding part of it and the top of it here, but you can still see here the circumference of it. You can clearly see that this is a ball in the sky, and it's not the moon, because the moon do not have that coloration, okay? It doesn't shine that bright. And if it was the moon, it will definitely not be illuminated like this. That would be impossible, because it doesn't give off that type of light. It don't give off yellow light. This is the illuminated body. This is the body that Gil Broussard is speaking about. And no, he's not bought by the government to tell us a lie. He's systematically broken it all down back through history. And his calculations hold stick. And I'm pretty sure he's right about springtime next year. But that will be the time where we will have to run and hide, because we will be pelted with meteors. And 152 days later we will again get struck, because we're flying through the debris tail twice in a span of 150 to 152 days. You can clearly see that this one has its own light. You can clearly see how it's illuminating the clouds around it. It's obvious this is not a sundog. It is obvious that this is a third object. It's not the moon. It's not Venus. Venus is not that size on the sky. That would be fantastic, and I'm pretty sure that would be mentioned in mass media, that Venus suddenly grew, I don't know, 50 times the size of its normal vision. So it's not the morning star. This is the third object, the illuminated body, Planet7X, Nibiru, Scrolls, Nemesis, whatever name you choose to call it, the fiery dragon, the red dragon, the doom shade. It has many, many, many names for each civilization that gave it a name due to the observation. And if you also go look at the petroglyphs, I don't have a picture of it, and it doesn't matter. But if you go look at the petroglyphs, which is around here on the planet, the ancient wrote down what happened. Fish died. Animals died. They were pointing to the sky. They were also pointing towards the sky, that there was someone there, someone not from this earth. They were also depicting a spiral, which is a significant thing when it comes to the Luciferian realm. The Norway spiral was not a coincidence. That was very well planned. And I have a hard time believing it was other than the powers that be and those which we call the fallen angels. They had some sort of cooperation going on while old shithead was in Norway receiving the Nobel Peace Prize, and nothing could be further from the truth. That man has created more havoc and war than any other American president has done right now. Yeah. He has managed to sponsor and encourage the Islamic world with their demon god Allah to go out and conquer, and conquering and slaughtering. I believe we are in the first seal, the white horse. That's what I believe. the white horse is Islam. And well, however we turn and twist it, the Antichrist will overcome his enemies. But that doesn't mean you have to sit down on your butt and do nothing about it. You have every right to defend yourself and standing up for freedom, standing up for Yeshua. And even if that costs you your life, so be it. You are not to go down in flames. You are to stand tall. You have every right to live. They don't choose your life. But they have made themselves kings and masters and made themselves into gods, little g, and believing that they have the answer for the future of humanity. And the future of humanity in their eyes is genocide, war, famine, pestilences and disease. All that nasty stuff. But we're getting a shot over the bow that the Lord is sending us a signal. And this is the third object. This is this object. This is what is going to cause havoc on this planet. And serious havoc on this planet. This world will become unrecognizable when the tribulation is over. This don't look like planet Earth anymore. It looks like another place. That's the desolation we're talking about. And I'm exaggerating, you say? I can't even imagine. But you haven't seen anything yet. You haven't seen anything yet. Guaranteed. You will have a very warm feeling between your legs for 10 seconds when it all unfolds. If you don't die immediately in shock and awe of the sight that you see. That's how bad it's going to be. All the calamities and death of humans, of the entire history of the human race, compressed into 7 years, is going to occur during the tribulation. I don't think any of us here can imagine what desolation and decimation that actually entails. But look at the book of Eli and look at the book The Road. Gives a pretty good picture of what's left when it's all over, until Yeshua puts his foot on earth and put an end to this. God bless you. And watch the movie, how I explain how they are hiding this object. And sometimes that technology fails. Of course it does, because we have to have a glimpse of it. I'm not a lunatic. I know what I'm looking at. I'm driving out there every day, and I know what I'm seeing. And I'm not telling you lies. God bless you. Chemtrails is part of a cloaking system, and I'm showing you again so you don't misunderstand me. And let's go find aluminum, or the first one we find on the list, which is aluminum. So we take aluminum and then we take and excite the atmosphere. Let's just say that we will want to hide Nibiru, blue Kashina. Okay, so we take that and then let me go back to normal. Oh, I can't even copy. So let's see, we want to give it 5,000. Enter. Oh, blue Kashina is no longer visible. And the legend is so that we have a brown dwarf called, you call it Nibiru, which is a great misunderstanding. Nibiru is a planet-sized ship. And I've showed you a picture of that. And I'm going to stick that in the back of this video so you can see it. Well, if you want to cut out all these colors, all we need to do is put this one on the frequency of 6,000 angstrom. Where is your blue Kashina and where is your Nibiru? That's aluminum alone that can do that. Okay? And let's go over again here and take this one back to 3,500. Enter. And we get the blue spectrum. and we put this one up to 8,000, and then we get the entire spectrum again, right? I'm a little too low over there on the left, but it don't matter. It's kind of trying to illustrate what's going on here. And we have all seen these towers standing around everywhere, right? Which they call cell phone towers. Well, they are part of this system. Very, very advanced system. And again, we can do it. See, there was hardly any change here. So again, let's say Blue Casino comes in. So let's just say 4,500. No, that's not true. We need to say 5,500. Bang! Casino is gone. Right? The blue one. And again, we can do it and put that on 6,200. Bam! No blue, no red casino either. It's gone. You can't see it. Right? So let's just put it back again to 8,000. Like that. Get the red colors in. Very deep red color too. And let's put that at 3,900 so we don't get a black side over there. Like that. And then there was something about barium. Barium is a part of the chemtrails, we know. Let's find barium. Should be here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Doo-doo. Barium look like that. And it's just for Prince Knud. Say it again, 5,500 angstrom on the low frequency, and on the higher frequency we just put it at 6,200. And there you got it. All three of these known substances, which we know they're spraying, because samples show they're spraying that, have the ability to block out any color they see fit within a spectrum. Here's your proof. Undeniable proof that they can do that if they want to do that. We can speculate, are they really doing that? Well, I do believe they are doing that. And let's go back to the more normal spectrum again, so it looks pretty much as it did to begin with. And we put that at 8,500. And there we got it again. We got all the colors in here again, right? And this is my own eyes, because the vast majority on the planet is adults. So therefore, not many people are listening to kids when they're talking, even if they're talking the truth, because children usually do that, and usually drunk people also speak the truth. So we know that for a fact. But I'm using my own eyes, because it is you adult that is able to take decisions and gain knowledge much more than the kids can do. So therefore you have the proof right there. And we can again go back and see here how vigorously and disgustingly they are polluting our planet. Let's see if it wants to run it. And let's look again. 2005 it actually starts out on. They've been busy. See that? So they're spraying over the vast majority of the populace in order to hide that from you. Right? And they're still spraying.